Alright, hello, I'm Oscar, and I'm just using YouTube as a way to document my learning experience, trying to learn how to PLC program. So I'm in no way good at this skill yet. Hopefully I will be. So if you see me doing something like wrong, go ahead and just tell me a better way to do it. But yeah, for this first video, I guess I'll just be showing my current setup. So right now I have a Click PLC configured with factory I/O. And this is the first template scenario that factory I/O gives. So I think for this series, I'll just go through each factory I/O scenario and program um, the way it's supposed to function. So just I guess a demo. I already programmed this first one. Let's press play. So start button. Stop. Press stop. Yeah. Alright, so then I'll go ahead and show the hardware of how everything is set up. Alright, so that's the factory I/O software. I'm just using my laptop. Then this is the free Click PLC programming software that I use. And then I have it connected through an Ethernet cable going into this Click PLC, which was only about, I think, $160, which is by far the cheapest PLC that I could find. And you can buy a power source that I think snaps onto the side, but I decided to use this because it was on Amazon. I think it was about 20 bucks, which was cheaper than the power source. So yeah, I'm just using this old PlayStation 3 power cable because no one plays PS3s anymore. So yeah, it's from a wall socket from up there, and then it turns into a DC power supply, which goes into the PLC there. And yeah, I'll go back to screen sharing to show how everything is configured on my laptop. Alright, so I will explain how to get the Click PLC to communicate with factory I/O. So the settings I have set up, I go to File, and then Drivers, and then Configuration. Oh, yeah, you need to select Modbus client. Doesn't have one for Click PLCs. So you go through this, and then these are all the settings that I have configured. Yeah, and then here will be your inputs and then your outputs. So I have a sensor in this first spot, which corresponds to what I have here, C1 in the programming software. Then start button C2 and stop button C3, and then the conveyor, which is the output in this first. I don't know why it switches inputs and coils. I think it's just a factory I/O thing, but it still works. So let's see. So I'm gonna go ahead and run this. And the cool thing about the programming software is you can see what's active through these blue lights or these cyan lights. So I can hold down the start and you can see it activates it. That's going to go and it'll keep going. I guess I'll just explain this program since I have it out and it's fairly simple. So if I press the start button, this all connects and activates this conveyor belt, and which activates this because it's the same thing. So it'll continue moving even once I release this the start button, and then the stop button, when I press it, it's NC, right, and normally closed. So when I press this button, it'll open it, which breaks the connection and stops the conveyor belt. And I guess I could try adding these lights real quick. So let's see if I can do that. Start and stop button lights. Alright, bear with me. I'm still learning, so. So I'm gonna want light. Let's try here. You name it again. Let's do start button, right, okay, and then we'll do stop button light, alright, okay, so we'll do the start button light here, and then stop button light. Alright, and then we'll add the buttons. Alright, so when you press it, you want it to turn on. So, go to C's. I'm probably not gonna get this right on the first try, if I'm gonna be completely honest. But you know, it's a learning process. Just gotta keep on going. How do you connect this now? I actually don't know. I think I'm gonna come back once I get it. Yeah. Alright, I finally figured it out, and it took me longer than I'd like to admit. And I'm not even sure if this is the most efficient way or the best way to do it, but it makes sense in my mind and it works. So yeah, I'll just show it real quick. Right now it's stopped, so the stoplight's on. Start. Alright, so the way I did it was I made this variable, this like C4 variable. So when it's the conveyor's on, this variable is on. So when it's on, then the start button is on, right? And then this is a normally closed contact, so when it's on, this opens and the stop button light should turn off when the conveyor is on. And then you're pressing the start button opens this switch, which breaks the circuit, the connection, and the stop button light turns off. So yeah, that's the way I did it. Just let me know if there's a better way. I feel like there might be. But yeah, so this will be the first video where I solved the first scenario. Or actually, this might be, yeah, the first scenario from Factory IO. The next one, I will be doing this one. So thanks for watching.